Think you know what makes you happy? Prepare to be surprised as we debunk the most popular happiness myths. From the pursuit of wealth to the dream of a perfect relationship, our ideas of happiness are often shaped by common myths. In Joy Unmasked, we're peeling back the layers of these myths to reveal the surprising truths about what truly brings us joy. Get ready to redefine your path to happiness. Hello and welcome to Life Tapestry Hub. Today we dive deep into the elusive concept of happiness. Society is filled with myths about what should make us happy, but often these ideas lead us astray. In this episode, we're challenging these myths and exploring the real foundations of lasting joy. Join us as we unravel the misconceptions and discover the secrets to genuine happiness. Let's embark on a journey of discovery, examining each myth and replacing it with actionable insights and real-world truths. From the latest psychological research to heartwarming stories, we've got everything to guide you on your path to true happiness. Here are the 10 major myths about happiness. Money equals happiness. The material myth. One of the most prevalent happiness myths is that wealth and material possessions lead to lasting joy. But does accumulating wealth truly correlate with increased happiness? Research shows that while financial stability can alleviate stress and provide comfort, the relationship between money and happiness is more complex. After reaching a certain level of financial security, the impact of additional wealth on happiness diminishes. Consider the story of billionaire philanthropist Warren Buffett, who lives a remarkably modest lifestyle. His happiness stems more from his passion for investing and philanthropy than from his wealth itself. It's important to find balance and focus on non-material aspects that contribute to happiness, such as relationships, personal growth, and meaningful pursuits. Money is a tool, not an end goal. Reflect on your own experiences. How does your financial goal align with your happiness? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Happiness is a constant state, the myth of perpetual joy. Many believe that to be happy, one must feel joy constantly. However, this misconception can lead to frustration and a feeling of inadequacy when facing natural emotional fluctuations. Happiness is not a constant state, but a mix of emotions and experiences, including moments of sadness, reflection, and tranquility. Life's ups and downs contribute to a rich, emotionally diverse existence. Psychologists emphasize the importance of embracing a range of emotions. It's okay to feel sad or anxious at times. These feelings are part of the human experience and can lead to personal growth and deeper happiness. Consider the story of author Elizabeth Gilbert, who after her initial success with Eat, Pray, Love, faced periods of doubt and sadness. She embraced these as part of her emotional journey, leading to deeper self-understanding and subsequent creative success. How do you embrace the full spectrum of your emotions? Share how accepting both highs and lows has impacted your sense of happiness. Happiness comes from others, the myth of external sources. Another common myth is that our happiness depends solely on others, whether it be a romantic partner, family, or friends. While relationships are important, relying entirely on others for happiness is a recipe for disappointment. True happiness is an internal state, influenced by our thoughts, attitudes, and actions. It's about finding joy within ourselves and not being solely dependent on external validation or relationships. Think of the concept of self-love and self-care. Practices like meditation, gratitude, and pursuing personal passions can significantly enhance one's sense of well-being, independent of external circumstances. Consider the journey of Oprah Winfrey, who overcame numerous personal challenges by focusing on personal growth, self-compassion, and a positive mindset, leading to her becoming a symbol of resilience and happiness. What steps do you take to cultivate happiness from within? Share your personal practices or experiences in finding joy independently. Success guarantees happiness. Unraveling the achievement myth. A widely held belief is that achieving success, whether in career, education, or personal milestones, automatically leads to happiness. However, this equation isn't as straightforward as it seems. Success can bring joy and a sense of accomplishment, but it's not a guaranteed or permanent source of happiness. The relentless pursuit of success, especially when tied to societal standards, can often lead to stress, burnout, and a feeling of emptiness. Consider the phenomenon known as the arrival fallacy, where individuals anticipate great happiness from achievements like getting a promotion or winning an award, only to find the satisfaction fleeting. This occurs because happiness is more about ongoing personal growth and contentment than ticking boxes of societal achievements. The story of Jim Carrey is often cited in this context. Despite achieving immense fame and success, he spoke about how these achievements didn't equate to lasting happiness, emphasizing the need for internal fulfillment. Have you ever achieved a long-sought goal and found the happiness short-lived? Share your experiences and insights on finding joy beyond conventional success. Happiness can be found in the same way by everyone. Debunking the one-size-fits-all myth. The idea that there is a universal formula for happiness is another myth that needs debunking. Happiness is deeply personal and subjective. What brings joy to one person might not have the same effect on another. Understanding that each person's path to happiness is unique is crucial. It's important to explore and identify what genuinely brings you joy, rather than following prescribed norms or mimicking others' sources of happiness. This concept is echoed in the field of positive psychology, which emphasizes individual differences in the pursuit of well-being. It encourages people to focus on their personal strengths and values to find fulfillment and happiness. The varied lifestyles across different cultures exemplify this myth's fallacy. For instance, the Danish concept of hygge focuses on coziness and simplicity, while the Japanese ikigai emphasizes a sense of purpose, both different yet valid approaches to happiness. What unique activities or practices bring you happiness? Share how your personal approach to happiness might differ from common perceptions or societal norms. Happiness is found only in big achievements. Appreciating the small moments. A common misconception is that true happiness comes from life's big achievements or milestones. However, lasting joy often lies in life's small everyday moments. Research in positive psychology shows that appreciating the small things, a shared laugh, a beautiful sunset, a good book, contributes significantly to overall happiness. It's about finding joy in the ordinary, not just the extraordinary. Consider the story of Anna, who kept a gratitude journal and found that acknowledging small daily joys led to a more profound and consistent sense of happiness than sporadic major achievements. Think of a small moment recently that brought you joy. Share your experiences of finding happiness in everyday life. True happiness means never feeling sad, embracing emotional complexity. Another myth is that being truly happy means you never feel sad or experience negative emotions. In reality, experiencing a range of emotions is both natural and essential for emotional health. Understanding that sadness and happiness can coexist is vital. Feeling sad or going through tough times doesn't mean you are not a happy person. It means you are human. Experiencing and accepting these emotions can lead to personal growth and deeper happiness. The life of renowned author J.K. Rowling, who faced depression before finding success, illustrates that experiencing hardship can coexist with, and even contribute to, a fulfilling life. Share a time when you experienced sadness and how it contributed to your personal growth or a deeper understanding of happiness. Retirement will bring happiness. The future-oriented happiness myth. Many people believe that retirement will automatically bring happiness, anticipating leisure and freedom from work. However, happiness in retirement is more about the activities and purpose you find during that time, not just the cessation of work. Staying active, pursuing hobbies, and maintaining social connections are crucial in retirement. A sudden lack of structure and purpose can lead to feelings of loneliness and aimlessness. Look at retirees who've found new passions or volunteering opportunities in their retirement, leading to fulfilling and joyous experiences. If you're retired or planning for it, what activities or goals are you pursuing for happiness? For those not yet retired, how do you envision a fulfilling retirement? Buying new things will make you happy. The materialistic happiness myth. While purchasing new things can provide a temporary boost in happiness, this feeling is often fleeting. The myth that material possessions lead to long-term happiness overlooks the joy of experiences and personal relationships. Research shows that experiences, travel, learning new skills, social activities, tend to bring longer-lasting happiness than material goods. This is because experiences contribute to personal growth and memories. Consider the contrast between the temporary joy of buying a new gadget versus the lasting memories created by a family vacation or learning a new skill. Reflect on a recent purchase and a recent experience. Which brought you more lasting happiness? Share your thoughts on the value of experiences over material goods. Happiness decreases with age. The myth of age-related decline in joy. A common belief is that as we age, our happiness naturally diminishes. However, studies suggest that older adults often report higher levels of overall satisfaction and well-being than younger individuals. The increase in happiness with age can be attributed to a variety of factors, including greater emotional regulation, appreciation for life, and focusing on what truly matters. Elderly individuals often cite family, hobbies, and the simple pleasures of life as sources of great joy, demonstrating that happiness can indeed flourish with age. Whether you are young or old, how do you perceive the relationship between age and happiness? Share your experiences or observations on finding joy at different stages of life. In Joy Unmasked, we've traversed through 10 common happiness myths, revealing the deeper truths about what truly brings joy. We've learned that happiness comes in many forms and from various sources, often where we least expect.